Hey guys, I'm Katie. I'm actually taking the course, and this is my partner Lori. She's not actually in the course, but I couldn't find a partner in the course to show up and do the video with me. So this is Lori.
Hi everyone, I'm Lori. I'm a nursing student at the University of North Georgia.
She's qualified. Anyways, okay, so basically the prompt is we had to ask questions about healthcare economics, just important questions, and discuss it as far as I understand the assignment is, and we're supposed to invite somebody. And so I invited her. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question is, outside of government itself, the largest industry in the United States is healthcare industry. Over the past several decades, costs in the healthcare industry have been increasing at a much faster rate than the rate of inflation. Why is this?
I would say because the cost to make the products itself, like in healthcare, have went up. And not only that, but you have to think of paying your workers. So you've got your healthcare providers like nurses, doctors, physical therapists, different people like that you have to pay. And since inflation has went up in general, you have to match that cost so that they have a livable wage.
Yeah, and it's just a cycle, like it doesn't stop. Why does insurance work?
Well, insurance works, number one, because you have risk in life in general. It's going to take the pressure off the individual in case an emergency happens. A lot of people have copays, and then it's going to put the responsibility of the insurance company, like say you pay like $200 a month, but you have to meet a deductible first and different things like that.
Yeah, so like if you pay that, then if you need surgery, you're not going to be paying the full $240,000 unless it's through a payment plan or something like that.
Yeah. I'd say it's a pretty good deal though.
Yeah, I mean, what if you need your toe amputated or something?
Got a couple $100.
You know what doesn't make sense to me though? So when my dad got his surgery, they still had to pay their bill, but like insurance is supposed to pay some of it.
Did they not make the deductible first though?
I mean,
because deductible is how much like
they
you pay.
still have to like say the hospital bill for like people giving birth and stuff is like however
like $30,000.
But then people still have to make payments on that even with insurance. Like they have to pay the hospital.
They need better insurance.
Maybe I don't understand it. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, next question. What are the benefits of a mass population vaccination program?
Okay. I love this question because I have learned a lot about it. So basically what it is you have something called herd immunity. And what that means is that the more that people are vaccinated, it means the safer that the people who aren't vaccinated are. So people who they don't vaccinate their children because of us who do like vaccinate their kids or vaccinate as adults, or you consciously individually make that choice, you're providing protection to the whole population.
Okay, and what are the risks of mass population vaccination though?
One of the downsides to it is sometimes you're not going to have longer immunity when you get vaccines, and that does suck. Or it's been so long since you've been exposed to it that you don't have as great of defense against it. So. Also you could catch the disease.
And then money-wise, there could lose money too, because a lot of mass vaccination programs, they spend a lot of money on advertisement, and they even like give out free shots, and they still have to pay the people that are given the shots and stuff like that.
And what a lot of people too don't realize, especially like people with insurance, a lot of immunities themselves are free to those who are insured, but it does suck for the population who doesn't have insurance because they're paying that out of pocket.
Unless it's a mass vaccination program.
Then it's free.
In some cases. Anyways, so why do U.S. public schools require that students be vaccinated?
This is just for the protection of like the mass population. So say you have hepatitis B or hepatitis A, that's through food, right? Like we've seen on the news lately, you have hepatitis A going through strawberries. Well, if you're not doing... Yeah.
I love strawberries.
Don't buy them right now. Anyways.
I just ate some last week.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
Oh no. I'm vaccinated, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, and if you don't say you're not doing the certain precautions that you do, because hepatitis A is through like water and different cooking and things like that. Well, if you're not properly going through the steps that you should, being healthy, clean, washing your fruits before you eat them, things like that, then you're posed at risk for this. And when you catch it, then everybody else who either doesn't have immunity, you're going to see a pandemic, which is like we've seen like with COVID-19 and everything.
And that costs everybody money.
A lot.
And happiness.
A lot of money. And not only that, but a lot of time away from like things like work and school, and you're missing education and you're missing work and money that you need to provide for your family.
Do you think vaccines should be required?
No, I don't agree with that, because it is up to the individual's choice, whether that's religious affiliation, whether that's actually just your health. Because some people, they can't take vaccines because they have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because it depends whether it's through egg or through, I can't remember the other thing that.
Little nursing stuff.
Yeah, the little nursing stuff. But anyway, some people, they react to it. And I feel that you should not be able to get, you should not be able to be forced to get a vaccine, especially if
it's going to kill you.
Yeah, like life-threatening. That's not okay.
Anaphylactic shock, because...
I mean, it literally could kill you.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's going to shift gears a little bit. This is about cervical cancer, like the pap smears that ladies have to get every year. Okay, so this was a prompt from one of our discussion posts that we had. It says, medical evidence is clear, cervical cancer screening saves lives. Much of the focus of cost-effectiveness results research address issues concerning the appropriate screening interval. According to some source, it says studies said that annual screening for the hypothetical cohort of 1,000 22-year-old women screened until age 75 every year would cost a little bit over $1 million.
Okay.
And it would save about 27.6 life years. However, I guess this is another hypothetical. It says if screened every 3 years instead, the cost would be about $500,000, about half the cost, $500,000.
Okay.
And would save 26.8 life years, which is less than a year difference. Is annual screening cost effective?
Well, then you're putting a price tag on life. It depends.
Yes.
But in my opinion, I think that annual screening is definitely better than every so many years, because a lot of people, what they don't know is, like, with cancers, you can have a slow developing cancer, or you could have a rapid act fasting, which, like, rapid, it's gonna
go through your body and knock you out.
Yeah, and it can, and not only that, but it metastasizes where it moves, so it can spread to other parts and kill you quicker.
But assuming that this every 3 years hasn't actually been tried, or unless they've studied it from people that don't actually do them every year.
Yeah.
I guess that number could be a lot lower than what they hypothetical, because they don't realize how fast the cancer would actually move in some people.
That's true.
So I think yearly is not really cost effective, but I also don't know the actual implications of the other one. And you can't really, I can't say that 1 year of life is as valuable to me as somebody else's 1 year of life. Like,
That's
it's
true.
up to the individual.
I agree.
Did I ask you why? Yeah, I did. I guess we can skip that question. It's on there twice. Okay. This is also a little bit of a shift gears.
Okay.
It has been argued that medical practitioners have the ability to generate their own demand for their own services. There's a theory behind this. Do you want to explain?
So, like, practitioners have the ability to generate
their own demand, so they can...
like, you have to get screened, you have to this.
Yeah, or say you go there and there's, like, this easy treatment that's less expensive, but they want you to do the more expensive one because, say, they get a bonus for this one. That's a real thing.
Oh, that is kind of...
Yeah, there was, actually, I learned it in one of our discussion posts. There was, I don't know what year it was or what source it was, but they did there was, like, basically, like, an incentive for doctors to push for people to have more C-sections, even if it's not required, because C-sections are more profitable than a regular delivery. And so when they found that out, there was a 10% increase in C-sections.
What?
Yeah, because they found out that C-sections costs were more expensive and they made more money off of them than regular deliveries.
Absolutely not. That's
This
horrible.
is called physician-induced demand.
I don't think that should I don't think that should
Be a thing.
No, that's kind of horrible. But I do know like certain doctors like my mom had said that growing up, our doctor he said
You
if
would
you
push
do
too much.
no, he would say if you do not vaccinate your kids, you're not I will not take you as a patient.
Well, I mean, I guess it's the same thing as going to school. You're saying you can't come here, you know. I mean, it's for your own safety, I guess.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
that's horrible though that
That
the
might be illegal.
C-section thing?
That might be illegal.
The C-section thing?
Yeah, I found it. I'll show you the document.
That's horrible.
Okay, so the next question was, what assumption of the perfectly competitive model does this violate?
Is that just...
It's in the script.
It violates the third assumption of the perfect competitive market that both buyers and sellers have complete information about the market condition. Oh, so how much it actually
because they
costs.
don't know. A lot of people don't know about their own bodies or what treatments they actually need.
Amen.
So they'll end up paying $1,000 or more, or there's really a 6-month treatment that they could do, but they end up doing a 12-month treatment. So it really just depends, and then the physician can induce the demand because they're like, hey, you still need me for 6 more months.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people, they trust their physicians and they don't do their own medical.
Well, after this research, I'm like, I don't know.
Medical research.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to call Mindy and be like, hey.
Well, I'm saying I ain't getting no C-section.
It's
I
bad.
don't have to have one.
Well, I doubt my pediatrician's gonna tell me to go get a C-section.
I doubt
I
he's
still go to my pediatrician.
Well, I mean, technically, your brain's not fully developed until you're 25. So.
They said as long as I'm in school, and you know what? I got a lot of school left, so that's fine by me.
Okay.
The last question is, this was one of our last discussion prompts. It was talking about foreign products that are marketed in the USS, and saying how have foreign manufactured marketing sensitive to U.S. culture. I don't know, since you're a nursing student, if you knew any foreign medicine things that go on.
Not really. I think more than anything, it's no, not medicine. It's medicine or a product itself, but it's more being aware of different cultures and different remedies they use throughout treatment.
I learned that in a culture class, how they use herbs and stuff to treat things instead, and we use drugs.
Yeah. Or not only that, but I believe it's in either the Chinese culture.
Well, what about the economical impact? Because a lot of people are going to get that stomach surgery in Mexico. Yeah, they're doing that in Mexico because it's cheaper. I had you remember Giselle? I probably should say her name. Anyways. Do you remember? She told me that she was gonna go to Mexico to get braces because it was cheaper to get them done in Mexico than it is in the United States.
Well, yeah, that does make sense because you have to think of what is the U.S. currency in in Mexico.
Oh, I guess how it would be different.
You have more options of as a buyer in Mexico because your dollar is worth more than their currency.
That makes so much sense.
So that's why everybody goes over there because you're saving all this money. And they're
going there for healthcare, which I don't know if
I don't know if I would.
I don't know if that's safe.
I mean they're doctors, so they're
Yeah.
But I
Did
don't
you know that
sense.
America is the most developed country, but we have the most health problems?
We have one of the highest mortality rates for women when it comes to pregnancy and delivery.
Oh, imagine that.
One of the highest mortality rates.
C-sections.
Yeah, literally.
All right, well, thank you for watching. That was our discussion 8.
Bye.